tell you about my core values. Very conservative, very Republican. I love this country, its declaration, its constitution, its history. I am pro-life. I am the only U.S. senatorial candidate in this race endorsed by Human Life PAC in Washington. Life begins at conception, ends at natural death. I will proactively protect human life, and we do need a constitutional amendment at the end of the day. And I will talk about the issue, because when we're losing 1.4 million people annually to abortion in this country, and we can't afford Medicare or Social Security, not because of the baby boom, that was a few million people. It's because of the 40 or 50 million people that are not here because of the Holocaust of abortion on demand, folks. This is an economic issue. It is the biggest economic issue this country faces. China faces it even worse. They're going down hard. Now be careful about investing too much in China. Japan faces it. Europe faces it. Canada faces it. This is bad news. And if anybody says it doesn't matter, they're not paying attention. Mr. Baumgartner, I don't know where you stand on the issue of right to life. I've not seen it on your website or your literature. I've never heard you speak about it. What is your position, and what is the appropriate role of the federal government with respect to protecting the right to life? And as a senator, what action would you take or not take on that issue?
Sure. Well, I've been consistently pro-life. Everyone knows I was endorsed by Human Life PAC, and in my state senate election, and have voted consistently pro-life in the state legislature. I'm a member of the Knights of Columbus, so those issues are important. This election is not going to be won on the social issues. It's not. This is an election about the budget, about future generations, about getting business back to work, and in my view, an important issue about what's going to be the defense posture in America. So those are the issues I try to speak about and highlight in the campaign. Of course, for the Democrats in this state, in Maria Cantwell, they like to kind of let Lucy and Charlie Brown with the football on the life issues and try to bring them up and try to get the media behind them on some of these things. And so I think it's important for us to stay on message. But I certainly, anytime people ask, I'm very, very clear where I stand on the life issues. I agree with Justice Scalia. I don't think the founding fathers were thinking about abortion when they wrote the Constitution. I just don't believe it's in there. And I think you can read the Constitution that way, but I believe it's a states' rights issue. And if it's not the Constitution, it's a states' rights issue. And here in this state, the voters of Washington State affirmed abortion rights before Roe versus Wade. It's not something I agree with, and I think Roe versus Wade is poorly written law, but it is something that we have to deal with here. But consistent pro-life voting record, I'm very proud of it.